Здравейте всички. Извинявай, не благодаря български. So, sorry. This morning I will try to explain a journey. That's why we are going to present a landing at the future that we have at the airport. Landing is referring to two topics. The first is that we know where we want to go. We have a destination because we want to land somewhere. But landing also means that we are in process. We are in a path. We have started, but we are not yet there because we want to land to the future, bring our airport, our capital city airport, to the future, and put it in the as one of the best airports in Europe in technology, in cybersecurity, in artificial intelligence development in our processes. Back in 2021, our concession started, April 2021, and what we found is a kind of desert, which is in terms of digitalization. But at the same time, a desert, when you find a desert, you find a paradise of opportunities to easily digitalize, easily to innovate in our airport. So the first thing that we put in place, we work a lot to build our ICT master plan, which is a master plan that consists in more than 7 million euros, almost 15 million level, to bring our airport at the stage in digitalization that deserve this city, that deserve this country. So we started, and the journey, we have a very clear idea where we want to arrive. And the journey, I'm going to give you some examples of what are the projects, what are the digitalization that we have done so far in our airport. And at the end of the presentation, we will see some insights of where we want to develop further this digitalization. One last thing is, before starting with the projects, all the ICT master plan is built taking into account our 4 pillars of our strategic plan. We are looking for efficiency, we are looking for quality in terms of passenger experience, because we want to bring our airport into a 5-star regional airport. We look for protecting our environment, so we are, our investment fund, Meridian, is an ESG infrastructure fund, and we are forced in order to align all our projects into to bring ESG benefits, improvements. And finally, we also, the 4th pillar is to bring social benefits for our community, for our city, for our country. This is one first example of the digitalization of the airport. It is the e-gates that we have put in at the beginning before the security checkpoint. This equipment allows us to process 2 passengers per minute, which is double the capacity that we have in the checkpoint, the security checkpoint. And in terms of digitalization, after that, behind that equipment, there is a database that allows us to know how our passengers behave, how they arrive to the airport, so that we can adapt better our resources to the way that the passengers are arriving to the airport. The second project that we are developing is we changed drastically our website. This is the gate that we have to interact with our passengers. And we change the image according to our corporate image, and we introduce services for booking directly from the web page, something that in the past we didn't have anything. We will see at the end of the presentation, there are two topics, there are two projects in the future that we want to introduce in our website, and I will talk afterwards about them. This is one of my favorites. It is the AODB, this is the Airport Operation Database, and the PRM digitalization. This is a clear example of what it means digitalization in a company. We are the Airport Operation Database is a hub of data where we have all the flights, all the information that is coming from the different systems that we have around the airport, and allow us to exploit those databases in order to provide efficiency. We can provide information in advance to our stakeholders, to the ground handlings, to our air navigation service provider, which is Bulatsa, to our tenants, so that they can advance the deviations that may occur from the plan in an airport. In an airport, it's quite often that you have a delay, even if it is a small delay, 5-10 minutes delay, and by providing or by bringing this airport operation database, we allow to make these foundations. This is what we are doing now. The first package of digitalization at the airport is bringing the foundations so that we have the bare minimum that an airport and a company needs in order to be at the level of the rest of the industry. Connected to the AODB, next month we are going to implement our new PRM system. This is a software that allows us to track the all the services that we have in the PRM service. The PRM service is the People Reduced Mobility. Is a very sensitive service that we have at the airport. And from this system will allow us to know exactly in each moment where is the PRM with the PRM agent that is attending them. So we will have all this information. We will be able to exploit that. We will be able to have KPI that tell us, okay, where we can enhance, where we can improve the process, so that we provide a better service to the clients, to our customers. This is the first PRM system. Is the first satellite system that is connected to the AODB, which is the brain of the airport. And around this brain, we are going to connect many systems, such as the PRM. We have also, at the end of the year, we will put a slot coordination new system. We want to put many other systems connected to them so that everything is fed by the main database. This is probably one of my, this is the favorite one because it's very simple, but it's an example of how a very small change, it changes the mind of the people. Back in 2021, when we arrived, we were the company was full of paper. Everything was a letter, official letter, even in between the departments. You sent an email, and it was like a kind of a strange thing that you sent an email to say something. If you say you want to say something official, you have to. If you want to sign a contract, it has to be via paper. And this is a kind of a small change, but it was like you were taking out a toy of a child because everyone wants the paper. Everybody, hey, if it's not signed by paper, it was similar to what the previous colleagues talking about the payments. No, if you don't pay, they have to have an office in the city because the people wants to touch something. No, that's why it's maybe a silly one, but it's one of my favorite because it brings fresh air to the company and a change of mind. Now I'm going to present some business processes systems. There were nothing at the company. It seems simple, but it seems simple, but we didn't have a database from our people. So in the same way that we are digitalizing the management of our processes, we also have to digitalize our business processes. And this one is providing much more efficiency in how we are managing our staff, our employees, and also has some models where the employees can interact so that they can easily ask for the holidays, for the sick leaves, so on and so forth. Simple risk is another business process. We had identified so far more than 200 risks in our company. Formally, we have our typical Excel sheets where we can manage a database in risk. We definitely are changing our way of managing the airport, the company, and we are doing based on risk assessment. And this system allows us to have easily access to the risk, update very easily. Once you update it, everybody receive all the audience, intended audience for the risk are receiving automatically the update of the risk. So this is creating a lot of efficiencies in our company. In terms of business, this is the last, but the biggest challenge that we have addressed this year in our company, in the airport. We have introduced an ERP system which manages accounting processes, procurement processes, invoices, which is in line with the paperless project, and it has been done with one of the biggest companies in the region, which is OTE. Is also is the Greek partner of T-Systems, the German company. And it has been a challenge because the whole company is a transversal project that has effect to the whole company. And again, it brings the digitalization is bringing a lot of efficiencies in time, in people, and on top of that, you have available tons of data. Easily that you can build in a report, you can analyze and start analyzing how can I improve better, how can I improve all our processes. In our path, even we have a lot of difficulties. From time to time, we have some victory, we have some, let's say, celebration. And last year we were award with our procurement because it was the first part of the ERP that was digitalized, and we are very proud that last year we were awarded with one of the biggest and quickest achievement in digital transformation. So this is only a very few set of projects that we have recently in 3 years and a half implemented in our company. The ICT master plan goes from 2022 until 2026, the first ICT master plan. We are in the middle of that. Between now and the end of next year, we have the biggest in our workload in the implementation of the ICT master plan, but this is only the beginning. As I told you at the beginning, we are in process. We have started, but we haven't yet reached our where we understand that the airport has to be in the future. So from here to the rest, at the end of the presentation, I'm going to present 3 projects that are very significant in terms of digitalization. The first one is the security screening system. We want to create the best-in-class. We want to bring the best-in-class security screening systems at the airport in 2 phases. In 2026, we will extend our security checkpoint, the current one that you can see in T2, from 6 lanes to 9. In this first digitalization or improving of the systems, will bring one system which is based in artificial intelligence that support our security screeners in order to speed up the process of checking whether you have prohibited items or IEDs, which is bombs in your luggage, in order to protect the passengers. That will allow us to increase the throughput. The throughput is the speed that we can process. Instead of between 2 and 3 passengers per minute, we will be able to do 3 to 4. So it's a first increase in the capacity with the same amount of screening lanes. The second phase will come with the new technology, which is computer tomorized, the CT machines for hand baggage. This technology will be implemented earlier in the baggage, in the whole baggage, the baggage that you check in, not the one that you carry in hand. And and this is the layout that we are designing for the new T3, the one that was announced 1 week ago with our minister. And the idea is that with this technology, we will be a state-of-the-art security checkpoint in 2031. The second project, and is linked to this, is the new BHS. The BHS is the baggage handling system, is the system, again, automatized system that is taking the bag from the check-in counter where you deliver your baggage up to the aircraft. So this baggage handling system is enhancing or increasing the capacity. We currently have one security screening machine in this system. In the future, which is in 2026, we will have 3 machines, so we are tripling the capacity. And in terms of carousels, we will have 6 instead of 2. These systems, again, allow us to know where exactly is the baggage since the moment that you deliver in the check-in counter until the moment that it is put in the baggage trolley before going to the aircraft. So it is going to be fully monitored. There will be sensors everywhere. We will be able to know at the very immediately where if there is a stuck, if there isn't a problem, and this is changing drastically the way that today we are managing this process of the airport. And last but not least, we are going to give you some ideas and projects that we have for introducing artificial intelligence in our processes. The first one is to monitor via artificial intelligence the passenger flow. This is the first step to monitorize this process. Being able, if you want to manage something first, you have to get the data. So if we want to duly manage the process of the passengers since they arrive to the airport until they reach the boarding gate, we need to provide sensors and put sensors at the airport. So through putting these sensors, these cameras, we can easily detect queue times. We can detect problems or people fighting with each other, also security problems. We are also able to detect potential delays, because if a process is being delayed, this is like a chain of production. So if I have a problem in the queue time in the security checkpoint, then the people is not going to reach the boarding gate. If they don't going to reach the boarding gate, they are going to wait for them, and then the aircraft is going to depart with delay. So the sooner you detect this, the sooner you can react and you can implement mitigation actions in order to try to decrease the impact of that deviation. Similarly, we not only going to put sensors in our passenger flow, which is one of the processes. We also going to put sensors in our aircraft process, which is the other part of the process. So through cameras, we are monitoring what is going on around the aircraft. So if the catering truck has to arrive to the aircraft at a certain moment so that they are not creating a delay, the cameras is detecting this event, is going to a database, is raising an alarm, and we can say, hey, this catering truck has arrived 3 minutes later than expected. So it is in the critical path, you will have a delay. And you will know that 15, 20, 25 minutes in advance from the departure, and you may have the opportunity to try to decrease this deviation. And last topic that I mentioned at the beginning of my presentation is we would like to introduce artificial intelligence through chatbots that we will want to put in or include in our website, but also in devices that we want to install throughout the airport. This is also bringing us a better passenger experience, because although some part of the society may be reluctant to use this kind of devices, there are another part, and this was also mentioned by my previous colleagues. There is a part of the society that prefer to instantly have an answer than waiting for a person telling you the things. They want the things instantly, and this is one thing that in our website you enter, and if you have a question, where it is this, where can I find the duty-free shop, where can I find this cafeteria or whatever, you go to the website and instantly you have the answer. So just to finalize, this is the way that some examples of the traveling, of the trip that we are doing right now to bring our airport to the future. We are in process, and as my Bulgarian, we would like to be much better positioned in digitalization very near in the future. Thank you very much.
Имам аз само един бърз въпрос, тъй като буквално преди съвсем наскоро летището представя визията си за така наречен терминал 3. Вие лично как си представяте, че ще изглежда летище София през 2300 година? Не само гледна точно на оперативните процеси, а и това, което ще виждат все пак пътниците и гостите на столицата.
Wow, how can I imagine this in 2030? I imagine the airport pretty new because 2030 is the year where we want to open the new T3. We would like that the passenger arrive to the airport and has a very clear idea of how he or she has to proceed to all the processes. That is easy as is now, that even though we are going to increase the capacity, our airport will be bigger, we still have the feeling, or provide the feeling to the passengers, that it's very easy to go through our airport, have a good experience in our facilities, and reach the boarding gate and the aircraft at the right time, having a good experience in our airport.